Hi beautiful souls, welcome to the Spiritual Social. I'm so happy to have you here with me today for a special pick-a-card reading. You may watch this around Valentine's Day or on Valentine's Day, and I decided to give you a love energy check-in. Let's see what is your love energy and what are you manifesting around Valentine's Day, as the energy of the new moon in Aquarius is growing and it provides us with the perfect astrological seedbed to manifest new things. New moons are excellent times to begin new things, to begin new relationships, to change your mind about love and change your energy, your mindset, whatever it is that needs changing in your life. So I'm moving around with a stick of Palo Santo because I am clearing the space. I have here a selection of 4 different famous couples for you, taken from the Lover's Path Tarot. All the cards have been pre-shuffled. You can find them all of the decks I'm using linked in the description box below. I also want to let you know that over this reading today, I shuffled a card from the Goddess Power Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. It is this oracle. And we were blessed with the presence of the Morrigan, the Celtic goddess of death and magic. So you can see her very clearly here. So it's interesting because she sometimes can feel quite intimidating. She can inspire a lot of fear. But the beautiful thing about the Morrigan is that she comes to take away something that is dead and rotten and replace it with something better. She transmutes energy. She changes the energy. So before I introduce to you the options that I would like you to choose from in this pick-a-card reading, I want to read you the message that the Goddess Morrigan came with today, just because we want to honor her and extract as much wisdom as we can from her divine presence. So, consider your life a magical gift and your experience of it a beautiful opportunity to leave the world a better place. You give that gift back when death comes and ends your time on this plane. Experiences, relationships, projects, and even long cherished dreams are all subject to the natural laws of death and the magic of the Celtic goddess, the Morrigan. Now is the time for you to let certain parts of your life die and recognize this process as something to celebrate as well as to mourn. Let go with love and gratitude. Leave your fears behind, for in death there is great magic, as nothing can ever be truly destroyed. From the ashes of the old, a new life and new dreams will come to be. Face this time of dying and death with love and courage. Be willing to be empty. Soon the Goddess Morrigan will fill you up with magic and a new world will be born for you. This is her gift for you when you surrender your resistance and allow things to be as they are. God bless, so may it be. We are honored to have you here, dear Goddess Morrigan. I just tipped the scales, so things are coming back into balance. If you have been struggling in your love life, I feel that for most of you that are tuning into this reading, there is a special reason why you clicked on this video. I feel like your energy is about to change. You're going to manifest something different in love, and I'm so excited to transmit to you, to communicate to you today what this change is going to be. So let me introduce to you the options. For you, group 1, we have the story of Dyonisus and Ariadne. This is the equivalent of the Triumph card or the World. We also have here Tamino and Pamina, the equivalent of the Innocents or the Fool. For you, group 3, we have Venus and Vulcan, the equivalent of the Temperance card or Balance. And for you, group 4, we have Caesar and Cleopatra, the equivalent of the fertility energy or the Empress. I love all of these cats and animals at their feet. So cute. Okay, I will tell you more about each of these stories as you click on your specific pile. I do want to let you know, guys, that the story of Saint Valentine's, it's not all roses and puppy cuddles and chocolate. This is what capitalism has transformed this usually traditional Christian holiday. But Valentine was a priest that took it upon himself to continue to marry lovers under the Christian religion, right around the time when Christianity was struggling to become increasingly more popular in a pervasively pagan world. The Romans were against Christianity, against the propagation of such a religion, and unfortunately they caught Valentine and they transformed him into a victim. They martyred him, they imprisoned him, and he suffered abuse at their hands. But the Christian church saw his belief in love, saw the good deeds that he was trying to do to bring young people into the holy matrimony in front of God, and they decided to consecrate him. They transformed him into a saint after his martyrdom. So if you go back and you trace the roots of this holiday, you see that there is a lot of violence, there is pain and punishment, but there is also love and hope and courage and risking yourself, your whole being, to work in the name of God and to help people come together, to help them feel like they are seen by God, like they are married in front of God, which was the biggest gift that Saint Valentine could offer young couples at the time of big changes. So I hope that, this story doesn't depress you. I'm just here to let you know that the story tends to be less romanticized than we are familiar with. I don't want you to be sad if you are alone for Valentine's Day. I'm also alone, that's not a big deal. As long as you do things that you like, it's going to be a really good holiday. I love to do readings for you guys, so I'm doing what I love. I'm going to eat some chocolate, definitely, and I'm going to go and watch a vintage movie at the cinematic art house in my city. So yeah, all things it's going to be a really good day if you set the intention for it to be a good day and if you do something that you enjoy. And I hope that with this reading as well, I can inspire you to feel better about yourself, to love yourself more, because you know that when we love and accept ourselves, when we are kind and forgiving and compassionate, we also manifest this energy in the relationships that we have with the people around us. Okay, I don't want to make this introduction too long. It's already quite long. Thank you so much for your support. Feel free to follow me on my second channel, The Eden Nearby, or on my third channel, The Spiritual Cosmos, which is all about astrology. Thank you so much for your support on TikTok and Instagram. And if you would like some personal readings, I am open for them and I would love to help you out in this period. So all this being said, let's jump into your reading and find out what is your love energy at the moment and what are you manifesting with this growing light of the new moon in Aquarius. Hey group 1, hello my darlings. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. I hope you're having a really good day. Welcome to a love energy check-in. Let's find out what your energy is and what are you manifesting with the growing light of the Aquarius. For a second I said full moon. I'm already jumping ahead 2 weeks from now. It's the Aquarius new moon that we are still under the energy of. So yeah, you're very impatient. You were the one that chose the Dyonisus or Ariadne card, the word. So the world shows a triumph, a completion, an ending, and for some reason I find it hard to pronounce words in your reading. It's kind of like maybe you're tired but also quite impulsive at the same time. Your energy at the moment, as you can see from this image, is you just want to come home into the arms of your lover. A lot of you may be tired of waiting, of wanting to manifest love, but it's just not there yet. But I'm here to let you know that this is a really good omen. Now, if we dive deeper into the story of Ariadne and Dyonisus, well, Ariadne, maybe you know of her from the story involving the Minotaur. She helped Telemachus defeat the Minotaur by giving him a red thread, and he used it through the maze in order to get out after he murdered the beast. And apparently they were together for a while, but then Telemachus had to go someplace else. He was an adventurer, he had other things to do, and he abandoned her on the island of Naxos. And she was, as you can imagine, heartbroken because she was deeply in love with him. But she caught the attention, while she was grieving, she caught the attention of the god of entertainment and wine and debauchery and partying, the god Dyonisus, who was a little bit sick of partying. He was a little bit tired of having this debauched lifestyle. And apparently he fell in love with her and they got together. And you can imagine, she traded a hero for a god. And this card also appeared in the readings that I created for my Patreon crew. So it's a very strong energy at the moment that is with us, the energy of Saturn, which stands behind the World card, and is showing the completion of a very long cycle of being tested in love. So I hope that, much like in the story of Ariadne and Dyonisus, you are going to trade up. If your heart was recently broken because somebody broke up with you, I feel that someone so much better is coming in. And if you did not skip over the introduction, when I summoned the goddess, the Morrigan, she is known as being the one that cleans away the negativity and brings forth positivity. So we see here a very strong indication that something much better is already manifesting in your love life. You are manifesting something better, bigger, bolder, more loving, more stable in your love life. Now, all this being said, let's see the cards that you got. So we have here, this is the Eight of Swords. We also have here the Queen of Wands. I cannot show you the cards completely, but I'm sure that you know what's happening here. We have here the Chariot. And we also have the Four of Swords. There is a certain anxious energy in your reading. I'm not sure why. An anxiety, like, oh, you're either very excited for this reading, or you're just you're a little bit frustrated at the same time as wanting to manifest love. I see here with the Eight of Swords that indeed you have been betrayed in the past. You have been lied to. I feel like your energy is one of, you're trying to make sense of the past. You're trying to make peace with the past. With the Queen of Wands here, I also see that you're trying to make yourself feel more confident, make yourself feel good and delicious again. You may be doing treatments on your body so that you look really good. You could be styling yourself in a new way. There is just the feeling that you're trying to look, you know, bootylicious. You're wanting a lot of people to just be by your side. And this applies to whether you're male or female. You're just trying to get a revenge body, you know, after a breakup, trying to also maybe use spell work in order to bring in and attract more love. You could be working with subliminals to try to help you manifest a more beautiful physique. There is a lot of emphasis here on the physical body and on your desire to attract somebody that is virile and powerful and manly, a true conqueror, from what I can see from this card. Yeah, so a true conqueror, somebody that has a chariot and it's led by two bulls, somebody that is incredibly lusty and wants you and only you. I feel on some level unconsciously you want to feel so desired that nobody will ever betray you. Although I have to let you know that betrayal doesn't have anything to do with how you look. It's a lot about the other person's psychological processing and their own, you know, unfulfilled needs and desires that may come from the person's upbringing, not necessarily from you and how you look. So I see clearly here that you're trying to create a new opportunity in love. You're trying to open a doorway towards a fresh wind of energy. You have been through the ringer. You had to put in a lot of work. I see here a magnet, a coin, and a scissors, almost like these were your tools. But on the other side, we see a dessert and a bird. So birds to me represent communication, and the dessert represents sweetness. Sweet results await. Sweet things are coming your way. And if you are like me, I also entered 2024 having some really sweet coffee. And I actually planned as well that this year is going to be a much more pleasurable year for me, a year in which I will relax into the sweetness of life. So I feel that you are on the same wavelength as I am because we're part of the same soul family. Yeah, but for some reason I can't speak clearly. I can't enunciate words very clearly in your reading. It could be that because English may not be your first language, or it may be that you recently struggled with some mouth or jaw issues. But anyway, it's a love reading, so let's focus on the love aspect. Okay, the oracle cards that I have here for you. It is always okay to ask for guidance when the way is unclear. You're looking for a mentor, you're looking for some spiritual guidance, some support. You may have shaken your fist up at the sky and even had some problems with God, and you may have wondered, when is my time? Where is my person? What is happening? Why is this not manifesting? Because as you know, a lot of the things come from you, from the inside. And if you're not taking steps to change some things in your life, to change and shake up your energy, it's going to be hard to manifest a different path in your love life. But I do see here a companion. I do see that you are guided in the right direction. I see a lot of red, so this is telling me a couple of things. Mars energy could be very strong in your love energy at the moment. So either you are affected by the transit of the North Node in Aries, or it could be that you have a sun in Aries. There is this very strong influx of love and romantic opportunities coming your way during Aries season, which is the end of March, beginning of April. I feel as well that Muladhara, the root chakra, needs some balancing, because it could be that you are feeling unsafe. You're not feeling so held, so supported. And when you are in a space where Muladhara is imbalanced, all the other chakras are out of whack, because the energy starts with the root. It starts with the bottom of your body. So I would strongly recommend sleeping with some carnelian. This could really help you. It is a color similar to what we have here. Carnelian is a very grounding stone. It's also quite affordable. You can find it most places. Most crystal stores sell carnelian, and it's affordable. You're not going to break the bank to have one. And it will be wonderful if you could just place it at the center of your root chakra and meditate with it a little bit, even doing some root chakra chanting. I see very clearly that you will be helped in this process. Okay, we also have the cup of tea, and the cup of tea keywords are patience and reassessment. Yeah, it's a time in your life where you're asked to take things very slow. You are asked to stop and enjoy the roses. With the cup of tea, I also made myself a cup of coffee this morning, and I just wanted to sit and look outside at my really nice view and just appreciate it, because not that many people in my city have an open view. Other people have other buildings in front of their windows, while I have a completely open view. So just appreciating that beautiful gift, just a small thing. And I feel that you are invited here to do the same. Don't sweat the big stuff. Focus on the beauty of the little things. This year, from the 25th of May, the planet Jupiter is going to enter Gemini, and it will get us all to focus on little things, because Gemini, ruled by Mercury, is all about miniature things. It's all about tiny, cute things, the details that matter. So again, towards the last part of this year, or from the middle of it as well, you are asked to just enjoy life's small, sweet pleasures. I feel that this is the way in which you can unblock any negativity you may have been going through and manifest love. Now, I'm here to give you some good news. There is somebody you're manifesting, and I see here two things. Either you are manifesting a Leo, so somebody born with a sun in Leo, an ascendant in Leo, a moon in Leo, in which case you're getting a really lovable, really warm, really enthusiastic partner, somebody who would fight for you, defend you. Also somebody who can be a little bit hot-headed, they can be a little bit stubborn, and they really need compliments. Leos really need compliments. They need to feel adored in order to be at their best and give you their best. But I see here the form that this card is taking is the divine masculine, a meeting with somebody that is on a higher vibration. So whether this person is a Leo or whether you will meet them in Leo season around the time when we have the Lionsgate portal every year on the 8th of August, Ishtar's gate is opening and our hearts get this influx of new energy. You're ready to love again. So I feel very clearly that around that time, you are going to make the acquaintance of a man that is going to be over here, like on a higher level. You are going to resonate really well with this person. I feel that much like the card you have drawn, you are leveling up in your love life, group 1. So good news for you. With this new moon in Aquarius, I want you to visualize being with a better person, being with a catch, being with a person that you consider to be a 10 out of 10, a person that at the moment you may find unapproachable, but in reality, you have to dream a little bit bigger. You have to want better for you in order for your dream partner to manifest. Much like Ariadne, after she was brokenhearted, after she was broken up with, she found a god. She attracted a god to fall in love with her. So keep that in mind. There is always better for you. And better, I mean, not necessarily that this person looks maxing or looks phenomenal. This is a person that is just going to fit with you better. Things are going to flow more easily between you and them, okay? So the final card I have here for you, we have education. You are a disciple of love. You're being educated into love. I would like you to begin doing yoga at least once a week. Even if you feel like a weird potato while you're doing yoga, I felt the same when I began doing it. I was rolling on the mat, not really understanding what my ankles can do, what my wrists were doing. And now 3 years into it, I discover places that bend in my body that I wouldn't think it was possible. It is such a calming practice. It keeps you away from so much negativity. And yoga means union. So if you're struggling to accept your masculine and feminine side, do the movements, focus on the breathing, and you will feel how you're becoming whole, how you're becoming centered. Especially if you struggle with root chakra imbalances. Getting each day on the mat and doing as little as you can is going to be phenomenal, because incrementally you're going to gain more confidence and more strength, and you're going to feel calmer. The education that I see here is that I also feel like you're going to graduate from the school of love. I feel like you've been through it, a lot of tests, a lot of issues, a lot of heartache, but now you are going to receive your reward. So in the coming months, I also feel like 12 weeks from now, potentially on the 12th of the month, you are going to make the acquaintance of a man who's going to bring a lot of sweetness in your life. I see that your patience and the way in which you are looking at your love life and reassessing the types of partners you were attracted to and used to say yes to, that's going to be a really important moment when you will realize you had a pattern, and you're going to be able, with the help of Pluto right now in Aquarius, to break through that pattern and to release yourself, to free yourself. So this is the love energy that I have for you, group 1. I really hope you have enjoyed this reading. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and comment down below. I am open for personal readings at the moment if you want to book one with me. But if not, if this is where I leave you, take great care, manifest to your heart's content, and I'll see you in my next one. Ciao. Hey group 2, welcome to a special pick a card reading of looking into your love energy and what you're going to manifest with the light of the growing new moon in Aquarius. If you're watching this on St. Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day. I hope you're doing well. So this is for those of you that were drawn to the Tamino and Pamina card. This is a couple that apparently appears in Mozart's last opera called The Magic Flute. It talks about two innocents, two people who are very inexperienced, who learn to trust their heart and learn to follow it. So it's a story about becoming and allowing love to come through, even if you feel like you don't know exactly what love is or you don't know much about life and the world at large. So I see here a beginner's mentality. I feel like you're feeling a little bit like a child or childlike in terms of love. You may be inexperienced and you may consider this a hindrance, but it's actually one of your greatest strengths. Being able to look at love with the eyes of an innocent is helping you keep an open mind. Let's see the cards that you got and let's see what is your love energy. So we have here the Nine of Wands. Aha, gorgeous. We have the stars. I have to censor these cards, so I have to be careful. We have here the Page of Swords. And we also have the Three of Cups. Okay, so with the Nine of Wands, I feel like you've been keeping yourself very protected, very closeted. I feel like in terms of love, it was always the back burner. It was always something that you would put somewhere locked up while you were dealing with more rational, more fun, more sarcastic, other everyday events. And it was so funny because I had a pigeon kind of walking on my ledger outside. So yeah, it feels like you were just walking through life without necessarily understanding the role of love, maybe fearing it, maybe idealizing it in your mind. I'm sure that you thought of love many times, but maybe you thought it's not for you, or you thought, I don't even know where to begin with love. I have no clue. It seems weird, it seems mysterious, it seems irrational. I'm not sure if it's going to come down my street. I'm not sure if I'm going to be touched by the power of love. But I feel like your resistance is about to open up. I feel like you're going to lay down your guard and allow this beautiful energy of the stars to become more exploratory, to start dating, to try out maybe even online dating or meeting people at social gatherings. You're going to try to join groups because the stars is a very Aquarian card. And Aquarius is a lot about society, social groups, coming together as individuals, being a team player, feeling connected with other people. So I feel that in an opportunity in which you will be asked to share your knowledge with some people, you are going to lay down your guard and actually meet a partner that could make you feel stellar. I see here the beginning of young love. Fresh love, new love. For some of you, no matter what your age, I feel like you're going to fall in love for the first time in the coming period. And I see here with the Page of Swords that either you or your partner are going to feel quite young at heart. I see here a Gemini, Libra, and an Aquarius that is a little bit younger than you. That could be your next partner. Or it could be that this is your energy, feeling very inexperienced and walking out into the world and being like, okay, let's try my hand at love. Let's see what happens. Let's flirt, let's kiss, let's get a little bit touchy-feely and see what happens. And I think that what happens is that, first of all, you're going to have so much fun with the Three of Cups here. You are truly going to enjoy life. You are going to feel a bit more exuberant. You're going to start enjoying your body. People may compliment you and give you certain compliments that you've always worried about. Let's say you've always been worried about how you look, and you start dating somebody and they will constantly tell you, oh my God, you're so cute, you're so adorable, I just want to squeeze you, or you're so beautiful, you're so intelligent, I like your style. And all of this good energy is going to help build your confidence. Now, I do see that you are going to be a little bit of a butterfly. This is not the energy of somebody that is going to stick to one person and one person only. I see that you will begin to experiment in love with the Stars card, yeah? You're going to try out a couple of connections. You may go out with one person today in a friendly capacity that may turn into something more, and then next week you may say yes to an invitation to go out with an individual that is new. You've just met, you've just exchanged phone numbers. Great. I feel that at the moment, it's important for you to not be so hunkered down on the idea that you need to be in a connection with just one person and one person only. This can happen. You may eventually get there. But first of all, it is important for you to have some experience, to have a variety of exchanges with different people. Not all of them have to be sensual. Not all of them have to be successful. Just going out and talking to people. This person may reject you, that person may compliment you, this person may kiss you, with this person you really are ready to make love, with this other person you're kind of having this weird hot and cold kind of energy. It's all about you acquiring experience in love. And I want you to keep an open mind, because you were drawn to that innocence card for a very specific reason. Much like Tamino and Pamina, you are walking into the world, into the unknown with a blindfold. But as you gradually gain experience, you're going to be able to take the blindfold off, and you're going to feel like you have gathered rich, unique experiences that will define who you are years along the line. Now, let's look at your oracle cards. Let's see what the cards have to say. We see here that endurance is the key to success. And if I'm not mistaken, these are the northern lights. Maybe you come from a country where you're able to see the northern lights, in which case I'm so jealous of you. This is wonderful. Please send pictures. I see here that in love, you are not only going to have to experiment a bit and to try to find out what you're good at and what you're not so good at, what type of partner you enjoy, what partner you should stay away from. And you can only do this not by reading books or having conversations with friends. You do this by actually going out into the world and having relationships. So you shouldn't be afraid of relating to other people. I feel that you're going to have to be determined. You're going to roll with the punches at some point. It may be that you're going out in the world and you're not really finding the quality partner that you want, or you may go through an experience in which you may feel rejected by somebody you really crave, but that's okay. That's part of the whole experience of you becoming yourself. So remember, whenever you have a setback, whenever something a little bit sad happens, remember that you're on this journey, and much like in the Magic Flute, by Mozart, you carry a special tool, you sing a special song that will always help you get back to yourself. Now, I also see here with the hearth, you're lighting yourself up from within. You're becoming increasingly more hot, in terms of also creating hot energy around you from the heart. As your heart is opening up, it's making you feel hotter, more passionate about life. You will want to just dive straight into experiences and have adventures and play, and people will be very drawn to this kind of energy. The keywords here are safety, comfort, and spiritual connection. You are going to find out in the coming period that even as you're going out to have adventures, and even as you're enjoying a variety of different people, you are going to feel safe no matter what, because you're going to feel safe and protected inside. Or you may work with a specific angel, much like I have Archangel Michael over here guarding over my energy. And this specific angel is going to protect you as you go about experiencing love and life. So you will always have a point of safety to return to. That point of safety may be your actual home, the place where you live, the place where you maybe grew up, or it could be inside of yourself. Inside of ourselves, it's the safest home ever. It's the home that nobody can take away from us. Buildings can be destroyed. Natural disasters could completely eradicate a whole city. But what remains is the home of your body, is the home of what you carry inside of yourself. And keep in mind, people have created buildings and homes, so you as a person can contribute to the creation of a new landscape, new homes, new environments. You are a powerful creator. And you're activating this warm, constantly heated energy. If you want a metaphor, think of it as what Iron Man has in his chest, you know, that machine that was created to keep his heart pumping, but you're doing this organically. You don't need a machine, right? And it's not to keep you alive. It's something that just organically is created for you to finally feel like you're warm, like you're attractive, like you're part of the world, like you belong, and like you can create this flame, this light in the world to attract as many people as you want, as many experiences as you want. And I think that what's happening is you're getting very close to matching your yin and your yang energies. Your masculine and your feminine energies are becoming, as you can see, completely harmonized. You're becoming whole. I'm not sure exactly what's happening, but I feel like you may have spent part of your life, or the first part of your life, focusing very clearly on developing your rational mind, the masculine side. And now by going out into the world and experimenting, you're getting this experiential learning capacity, and you're blending the masculine with the feminine. You're understanding that you can be competitive, but you can also be compassionate, that you can be filled with action when the situation requires it, but you can also take a step back and receive from other people and allow them to just give to you. There is a beautiful blending of yin and yang energy, and you're transforming this into something very productive. We have here the children card. Your inner child is healing. Some of you are going to find out in the coming period that the love of your life is coming into your life, which is your child. For most of you, the love of your life will be a child. Others of you are creating children as projects. You may be involved in an art project, in a community project, in a political campaign, in writing a book, in creating a website, creating a game. You're doing something at the moment that could leave a mark on society, that could influence the culture around us. You are in a period of fertility and blooming, and I feel that this is because you are blending these energies, the light and the dark, the masculine and the feminine, what is weak with what is strong, what is sensitive with what is powerful. And it's kind of like an alchemical reaction is produced, where you are increasingly going to become more hopeful, more dynamic, more creative and productive. After a period in which you just had to endure, I feel like what's coming next in your love life is going to be fun, pleasure, entertainment, enjoyment, you laughing more, you feeling better. You know, you're going to be high on hormones and all the good hormones are going to start secreting in your body. I just feel like you're going to have so much fun. I feel like it's going to announce itself to be a really good spring or summer or autumn for you. Just in the next year, you know, you're just going to be the center of attention. And especially if you are an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, you are strongly favored by the transit of Pluto, and then from the middle of the year by the transit of Jupiter in Gemini. So I wish you well. I really hope that you have enjoyed this reading. I'm gonna wrap it up here because it's on such a high note, such a high vibration. Thank you for listening. Remember to like this video, subscribe, and comment down below. I am open for personal readings if you want to get a reading with me. I would love to help you out, but if this is where I leave you, then thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time. Mwah. Ciao. Hey group 3, hello my loves. Welcome to this special pick a card reading on what are you manifesting with the growing light of the Aquarius new moon. What is your love energy at the moment? Let's do a check-in. I hope you're watching this reading today, or maybe you will be watching it on Valentine's Day, in which case, happy Valentine's Day. So this is for those of you that were drawn to this card, the couple represented by Venus and Vulcan, the equivalent of the Temperance card, the balance energy. So Venus and Vulcan had a really interesting story because, as you know, Venus, the goddess of love and beauty, used to be celebrated as the goddess of spring. She was naturally exuberant and wild and free. And the gods decided to marry her with a character that was not specifically very exuberant. A person that was very solid and very skillful, but he was also a cripple. He was disabled. So they thought that by having Venus in a connection with Vulcan, they will each form beautiful opposites, and thereby balance would be created. And indeed, Goddess Venus wasn't particularly thrilled with her husband. She is known for having taken on many lovers outside of the connection with him, and one of the most famous of them being the god Aries or Mars. So Vulcan unfortunately ended up being a person that was cuckold, as you would call it, in I think popular conversation. He was the husband that just looked past his wife's basically indiscretions, let's just call them like that. And yeah, indeed, it was a situation that you can imagine it wasn't necessarily very happy, but at the same time they never broke up. I don't know exactly if there is such a thing as a divorce courtroom in Mount Olympus, but apparently they stayed together and they had an enduring relationship. And most of this is attributed to the fact that each one of them individually had qualities that the other one lacked. And there was a bird outside on my ledger that flapped its wing open when I said that. So I feel that in your energy, you're finding out what makes opposites attract. You're trying to understand what attracts you specifically to an individual. You may have a pattern where you're drawn to people that are very different from you, or you're drawn to people that look in very specific ways, have very specific things about them that really stick to you. I feel that much like in the story of Venus and Vulcan, you may wonder whether it would be okay to settle with somebody that just adores you and may not be such an exceptional person in terms of beauty or intelligence or their profession, but could be somebody that gives you some safety, could be somebody that will always adore you and will give you free reign to do whatever you please. I feel that some of you are opening up to these ideas, while others could be critical of this idea as you see it implemented in other couples around you. Let's see right now what cards you got. Okay, so we have here the Page of Wands blocked. We have the Ten of Wands. We have here the Nine of Cups blocked. Oh. And we have here the Five of Chalices. I see a lot of repression in your energy, group 3. I see a lot of sensual containment. You are either afraid of intimacy with somebody else, or I feel like you are being critical of how other people become intimate. With the Page of Wands here, it's kind of like you're feeling quite low, quite sad in this period, especially since I see the Five of Cups over here. It's like you're mourning or grieving over somebody, and it was 4:44 when I looked at the recording time. You're carrying a burden and you are finding that you are somehow unfulfilled. A wish of yours did not come true in love. And maybe you decided to throw the baby with the bathwater because you were brokenhearted, because somebody here walked away and left you feeling really sad and like a loser in the game of love. Now you decided to completely focus on other things. You took on a lot of other people's responsibilities, and you're not having anything to do with love, sensuality, the fulfillment of the body, pleasure, or eroticism in any way. I feel like it's a very sad energy I'm tapping into, almost to the point where, I kind of feel heavy-hearted and I want to put my hand on my heart and be like, like, what's the point anymore? Maybe this is the kind of vibration you're tapping into. It could also be that Saturn transiting in the sign of Pisces is really bringing you down. But as you know, what comes down can only go up. So this is just temporary. It's just a period. You're not going to live your life in this way. I feel like because you pulled the Balance card, you are going to understand that even if you feel like a Vulcan in this energy, Even if you feel like the ugly duckling, that maybe you tried your heart at love and you were rejected, or somebody may have cheated on you or abandoned you or played you, you can still be together with somebody as beautiful as Aphrodite. You can still have a partner that is gorgeous, that can make you feel like you are together in a relationship with the sun. But I do feel that it's important, most of all, to have this energy somehow generated from within, to understand that in the situation you are both Vulcan and Venus. You are both gorgeous, but you could also be lame at the same time. Physically, maybe lame. You are a person that maybe is struggling with fertility issues, maybe has been struggling with some diseases, but that doesn't make you less lovable and less beautiful as a human being. The power of your soul shines through, and I feel like you are this kind of individual that can be also physically beautiful and also inwardly skilled. Yeah, because Vulcan acquired all of his gifts because he worked really hard to become the forger, the blacksmith of the gods, creating all of their weapons. Without him, they wouldn't be able to go to battle, they wouldn't be able to attack or defend themselves. So there is something essential about you inside of yourself that goes beyond mere looks and physicality. And I feel that if you are burdened, stressed out, if you're feeling like your wish in love is not coming true, that you keep meeting low vibrational individuals that just want to have a fun time with you and not much else, it's important to not let these knocks and blows to your self-esteem to completely get you to capitulate. I feel that some of you may struggle a little bit with depression, in which case I highly recommend that you go and you seek some help. There is help available, and much like I am undergoing therapy and I am on medication at the moment for my depression and my anxiety, I strongly recommend that you do the same, because it is making such a big impact and it is helping you cope. So beautiful energy, but at the same time, it's kind of hidden within. You have so much potential, so many resources, but they're hidden within and you're not showing them. And it could be one of the reasons why you keep attracting or settling these pages of wands, these Lotharios that just want to hook you up, that just may send you some sexy messages without actually sticking around for longer. Maybe they could even say some mean things to you about your appearance or about your abilities at work. I would like you to just completely detach from this kind of world, and one way to detach it is by putting less emphasis on looks and focusing more on skills, focusing more on a person's temperament, on their character, watching what they do, watching if what they do and what they say is matched. Truly looking at an individual for the power that they have acquired in life, not necessarily by how beautiful they are, because that can be a deceiving mask, but by the things that they have done, maybe the certificates, the diplomas they have acquired, the actual money or wealth that they have acquired, the family relations that they have, the way that they go about their life, how they live their life, their daily routine, the things that they enjoy doing, all those things that add up into a person's character. So I feel that it is important for you, and in the next period you will find the courage to drop the burdens, drop all of the responsibility you have taken upon you. I feel like you could also be pressured by family, because remember that Venus and Vulcan were married by other people. You could be pressured by family to get married, even though you're still quite young and you've got so much of the world to experience. So I feel like it's time for you to step up a little bit and claim some autonomy in your love life, and to not allow people to constantly control you and tell you what to do, because I feel that this may be what is at the root of your depression. You may be saying no to good people that could be really good for you, because They may not look so amazing, and you could be going for the bad boys, bad gals because they look amazing, but in reality these are people who worked a lot on how they look and less on who they are as human beings. Yeah, so it's important to keep that in mind. Now let's see your oracle cards. Winter, an ending, recharging and reflection. And for some reason my voice died down. Let me sip some coffee. Yeah, I could already feel like your energy is like boom, plummeting. You are now in the winter part of your life. You may want to listen to Olafur Arnaldsson's album, For Now I Am Winter. I feel like it could soothe your heart. It could be very warm and healing for you. I feel that with winter, everything is like completely silent and sleepy, but that's a really wonderful energy. I don't know, you shouldn't feel sad about maybe not having desire, maybe repressing all of your emotions. For the time being, I feel like you need to rest, you need to sleep, you need to recharge, you need to stop doing so much and saying yes to everything and everyone, because there are too many responsibilities on your back and you're going to end up cracking your back. You may even experience some pain in your body. I see here with the distorted feminine that you have a deep desire to love, but at the same time you may find being a woman or adapting to your feminine side deeply uncomfortable. You may feel like there's something wrong or weak about being a woman, like you have to constantly push against your desire to be feminine. Or you may try to be feminine just by focusing on the physical aspect. But inside, there could be a deep sadness, a deep sense of, am I actually a feminine? Am I actually a woman? Do I feel these energies? Or am I just putting on a show? I'm putting on some makeup, I'm putting on a mask, pretending to be feminine, when in reality, I am very much intent on just like self-sabotaging myself. Healing the distorted feminine involves forgiving yourself. Forgiving yourself, and it also involves creating a relationship with a strongly patriarchal world, the world in which we live that is teaching a lot of us unconsciously to hate women and to hate what is feminine because it is different from masculine, which is considered to be the standard still. Establish a relationship with the world in which you are bravely feminine in spite of the resistance, in which you are not afraid to be this carrier of secret knowledge, in which you are receptive and sweet and soft, even when life wants you to become hardened and tough and ruthless. Now, we also have here, true love can never really be lost. So this is a wonderful indication that you do belong to a soul family. Hey, I mean, you're here, so you're part of my soul family. You see all of these spirits welcoming you in. I feel that you do have a counterpart in this lifetime and you will meet this person. Your soul family is helping the both of you come together and reconnect. I also feel that you are deeply guided in a specific direction. But in order for you to meet your lover, you have to heal your intuition. You have to heal your distorted feminine. Maybe you were taught to be very religious to the point of being dogmatic and to be ultra rational, that there is no such thing as intuition, that there is no such thing as following your inner voice. It is only an oppressive God above you that you have to follow, and you have to follow a lot of rules and you don't know why you have to follow these rules, but it doesn't feel really like organic or in a flow or comfortable for you. And that's what may lead to certain depression and a feeling of what's the point, I'm giving up. You are encouraged in the coming period with the growing light of this Aquarius new moon to liberate yourself, to free yourself of some of the mental hang-ups, the received knowledge that you got from the environment in which you grew up. Ultimately, it's your life to live. Even if you want to still be connected to your friends and families and relatives and you don't want to be shunned from them or from the community, you can nonetheless have your own ideas, have your own feelings and your own principles. You can heal what is frozen inside of your heart. you can let go and you will release it in the next period. And I would strongly recommend that you start saying yes to opportunities to be with people who may be a little bit more modest looking, but give them a chance, because I feel that you will be blown away by how much they adore you and by how steadfast they are. I would strongly recommend that you stay away from good-looking guys that drive motorcycles or wear leather jackets or are like incredibly attractive on TikTok or God knows where you find them, because I feel like these guys are not compatible with you. First of all, they're not going to give you that kind of stability that you want, and they will constantly push you into this season of frost. So your reading was a little bit longer because I felt like we needed to do a bit more work. You are guided, yeah? There is a counterpart for you out there. Work with the cycles of the moon. It's going to take a couple of new moons for you to manifest love, for you to let go of the hang-ups, the mental blocks to love that you were taught to believe in as you were growing up. But I have wonderful faith in you that you can do it. And remember that true love can never really be lost, okay? You will get to the love inside of yourself, to the core of who you really are, and this will help you manifest a true counterpart. That's the reading that I had for you. The sun is also following me. I'm going to have to pull the other blind. Thank you so much for listening, Group 3. Remember to like this video, subscribe, and comment below. If you would like to get in touch for a personal reading, I am open to that at the moment. I would love to help you out. And if not, if this is where I leave you, then see you my next time. You brave soul, you hard, cool cookie. I know that you're going to tap into the sweetness of your soul at some point. Ciao. Hi Group 4, welcome to a pick a card reading, a special one in which we're going to check your love energy and what you're going to manifest. So this is with the growing light of the new moon in Aquarius, under which we still find ourselves, and it is also a special one around Valentine's Day. You may be watching this when I release it or on Valentine's Day, in which case I hope you're having a really nice celebration, either with somebody or by yourself. So this is for those of you that were drawn to Caesar and Cleopatra. What a strong story here. She was the queen of Egypt. He was a conqueror. Together they joined forces and they ruled an empire. The story is well known. I'm not going to insist on it. I feel that this is a power couple coming together. I feel that you may have felt this for a very long time. There was something brewing inside of yourself. You knew that you were destined to be with somebody who is in a different, inhabits a different strata of society. Let's just say it like this. Maybe you've always had dreams of marrying a wealthy person, or you wanted to be with somebody that is at the same level of your educational endeavors, at the same level of your resources and abilities, intelligence, beauty, somebody who is as self-disciplined as you are, somebody who is as ambitious as you are. So very strongly I see here a Leo energy in the background. We are dealing here with Taurian energy as well, because the fertility card is the Empress energy. So I feel that you're on the cusp of manifesting the other half in your power couple. Let's see what cards you got. Maybe we got a little bit too excited, but that's a really good omen. Oh yeah. So we have here the Hierophant, the High Priest, already another Taurus energy, another Taurian indicator. So somebody very strong, traditional, masculinist, somebody that follows rules and likes to fit in society. Somebody that enjoys maintaining things as they are, preserving them, upholding rules and laws and regulations. This is somebody who's quite conformist as well. Yeah, this is not somebody who's going to be progressive and out there and a little bit of a change maker. This is an individual that wants to marry and stay married for life. A person that has a lot of resources, especially material resources, that they are using in the service of spirit. Now, I also see here a Page of Cups. So we are dealing with a younger water sign. This is Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. We are also looking here at a new beginning, the Ace of Pentacles. And we are also having here the Queen of Swords. To me, this looks a little bit like a family, like maybe getting together or starting a family. Okay, a couple of scenarios, because I'm reading here for a large group of people and my crown chakra began being activated. So I see here, first of all, some of you are going to meet the person that you're going to fall in love with, and you will get pregnant relatively soon after that with a water sign baby. Others of you have been in a connection with a man. Either you have the child or the man has the child. I am more tempted to say that he could be a single parent and have the child because of the order of the cards. And you were wondering whether to risk a new beginning, to risk taking an offer from this individual, because with the Queen of Swords here, I see a feminine energy that has been wounded in the past, the feminine energy that kind of idealized the partner, and the partner ended up betraying her, and now she's very guarded. This could be a connection between a Taurus and a Taurus, much like Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly. I feel like you guys could be quite traditionalist at heart. You want what you want and you want to keep it for a long period of time. You don't enjoy random changes. You don't like separations. You don't like losing things. You become quite possessive when you are with your partner. I also see an invitation. I see here two people that have met or they're just about to meet. And they're sitting with what to do. Should we put this offer on the table? Should I launch, an invitation? Should we have a romantic night, dancing under the moon? Should we begin this? Should we jump straight into this connection? The Hierophant with the Queen of Swords. Two individuals that are trying to keep their hearts a little bit closed to one another, but they do know that they're both quality individuals. They do know that they both want to have success in this connection. It's a little bit of a stealth game. Who's going to react first? Who's going to say the thing first? But you both want it. You both want to be together in spite of the wounding, in spite of the overprotectiveness and the defenses between the two of you. Let's see your oracle cards. I'm so curious. We have here spring. Aww. We have rebuilding, awakening, and rebirth. So you see those eggs in the basket, tulips coming up to life. I feel like if this was a connection in which you were together with somebody, you had a child with this person and you separated, this person is coming back. They want to recommit to you. For others of you, this could be an attraction that you have towards a single parent. And I feel like you're finally going to allow yourself to jump headfirst into this connection without overthinking things and wondering about all of the problems that could appear in this connection. For others of you, you are single, you're not attracted to anyone, and you're meeting a really powerful person who will become the other half in your couple with which you will have a child together. You may adopt or you may give birth to a water sign baby. I feel like your life, as you know it right now, when you're watching this reading, and a couple of months down the line, if you do a compare and contrast, very different stories. Very different. I feel like things are gonna take off very quickly. That's because you're manifesting very strongly from a place of inner peace. You found it. You managed to cultivate inner peace even in the midst of turmoil. And this inner peace is helping you manifest love. So all the meditation, all the reading, all the preparation, all the prayers are actually leading you towards the fulfillment of your desire, which is to be part of a power couple with a person that protects you, that respects you, that allows you to earn your own living and to do your own thing. You both are going to be leaders in this connection. You may rub elbows from time to time. I'm sure that there will be arguments between the two of you, but at the same time you will respect each other and each other's space, each other's occupation, and you will be there for one another. Yeah, you will definitely be there and strengthen the connection. I see here that, you know, above it says you are enough. So you're understanding that you are enough, that nobody else compares. You are enough just as you are, just in this moment, with all of the things that you think may not be so amazing about you. So what? You know, shrug it off. You are enough. You are lovable in this moment, in this second, and you're attracting love. You're manifesting love. Oh, I also see here anger, and this comes with the card, the light in you can lead the way. And it's almost like you see a head, right, coming out from this nebula. So in the past, I feel like you blocked yourself from love because of the anger that you felt at being treated in an unfair, unjust way. You held a candle to an individual. You worshipped an individual that may have been cruel, may have treated you like pushing you to the side, or replacing you with somebody else. I feel for a lot of time, or for a longer period of time, you may have carried resentment in your heart up to the point where it may have actually given you physical symptoms like headaches or problems moving parts of your body, or constant pain and irritation and twitches. You may have developed like a nervous twitch. But I feel like very soon you are going to be cut out from this energy. You will be released from it. The planets are shifting. There are so many interesting transits coming up, and especially in the month of April, we will be having a Mercury retrograde. Jupiter will conjunct Uranus, 14 years since the last conjunction, so it's a big event. And also we will be having the lunar and solar eclipses that normally tend to happen around this time of the year. So something will be removed from your life, and I think what will be removed is this anger and this resentment. It's like you'll wake up one morning and be like, whoa, I can breathe. I feel released. I feel free right now. Free from this anger, free from this irritated energy. And next to it, the light in you can lead the way. You're going to light up. You're going to light up again, baby. And I touched Archangel Michael's wing. So I think that your reading is a bit more straightforward. It is also a little bit more about the couple. You have here this very strong man who's coming into your life to help you heal some issues with the father figure. Yeah. Maybe you never felt completely wanted or worthy in the eyes of your father, but through the love of this kind, good man that is coming into your life, this powerful man that will respect you, you will understand that you are enough. You can already begin to let yourself know about this. You can practice the affirmation of, I am enough, everything is well, my life is paradise, in order to help facilitate this energy coming towards you. But I already see it in the cards that it's coming your way. And spring is going to be a time of blooming. Or if you live in the southern hemisphere, I guess autumn will be the equivalent of that. So a really strong desire to have your own family, to have a status, to finally be married, and married not to just anyone, but married to a partner that understands your desire for creating a legacy, leaving behind something that the history books are going to write about. Yeah. So you could really enjoy your work. You could be very good at what you're doing, and you want a partner that truly enjoys what they're doing as well. And together you just pool your resources. You just bind your forces. It's not a case of one of you being stronger and the other one weaker, or one of you supporting the other one. No, this is a case of separate bank accounts but joint hearts. You know, that's kind of the vibe here, and I feel like you are going to succeed. I see it in the cards, it's coming in for you. So no matter what stage you find yourself at the moment, group 4, whether you are single or not, I feel like the actions that you're going to take, the thoughts you're going to have in the coming weeks are going to completely help you visualize this power couple energy. And then in springtime, it will manifest. And springtime is just around the corner, right? It's a throw of the stick. So get ready for some amazing action. And most of all, and I think the most beautiful part in your reading, is the fact that you will finally let go of self-blame and repressed anger, and you will understand that you are enough, that you're moving towards inner peace. Yeah, that's the most important thing. The love is good as well, but most important thing is to have a good, solid, peaceful relationship to yourself, because unfortunately nobody else can do that for you. You have to work at it yourself. I hope you have enjoyed this reading. Yeah, and the alarm is a sign that I need to wrap it up. Thank you for liking this video. I'm already saying that you like it, so you might as well just click the like button. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. You know, I'm manifesting this with you. If you would like to get in touch with me for a personal reading, thank you for ordering a personal reading. I'm already manifesting these things with you. I feel like your manifestation energy is powerful, so I'm kind of matching mine to yours, and I hope that we can bring love into the collective and into each of our lives. Thank you for listening, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Take care and happy Valentine's Day.